So we do hula hooping, juggling, acrobalance, acrobatics. We do a lot of activities that exist traditionally in circus, and we use them in adapted ways. So then they're accessible to people of varying abilities to manipulate their body and to use their cognitive processes. And the tasks are all graded. So we'll take a circus activity that maybe someone might learn who is typically developing in one session, like juggling, and we break that down into very small components. And the point is for them to experience a flow state. So it's about the process, not the product. It's great if they learn how to juggle, but that's not really the point of the program. It's about them feeling empowered through interacting with these activities and engaging in a therapeutic process that they find really fun and also self-motivating. So the practice model involves 4 components, and the first one is increasing capacities, and that's centered around social, emotional, and physical and cognitive capacities. So meeting a person where they are to try to increase those so they could have a more independent and varied quality of life. The second part is grading of tasks, and that's where flow comes in. So we grade tasks so a person is constantly experiencing a challenge and also being successful in whatever they're doing. So for one person that could be maybe just tracking one ball in the air and having it fall and grasping it with the other hand. For someone else that could be 3-ball juggling. That as the facilitator and being client-centered, we're pitching the activity at the right level for that individual, for them to always experience that balance of challenge and success. Therefore, making it intrinsically motivating for them to participate in the therapeutic process. That's what makes, I think, this program different than other recreational and community social circus programs that exist. Is there's an individual component as well as focusing on cognitive and physical capacities. And the way we do that is, first off, I work with pretty small groups and usually have aides and assistants in the groups, and I'll introduce a task, kind of a middle of the range task, or on a level where everyone can accomplish the goal. And then from there, I'll move around the group and give people certain tasks to make it a bit more challenging based on where they are. So you're constantly in a process of assessing what's happening for an individual and then restructuring your plan. So you have a lot of plans when we go into our classes of where we're going to go with the activities. It's very individualized, and sometimes we even work one-on-one with people or in small groups as well. And it's all based on what their particular goals are. So what are their goals? What do they want? What are their interests? What do they want to improve on? What are their strengths? And we use a strength-based model. So we're using their strengths coupled with the activity to help them increase their functional capacity or overcome limitations. They enjoy it, and they're continuing to do it on their own. So the objective is for people to become the own driver behind their therapeutic process, sustainability, so we can move on. So when they don't need us anymore, that's success, because then they're engaged in their own reflection of their capacities and what they need to do to improve their abilities to function.